So I had something different in mind, but I have pivoted and I think I'm gonna go in a different direction. Oh, that worked out. Yeah, so far so good. And the theme for this, sorry about the background noise. It's a bit cold today where I am, so I had a heater running. But the theme for this is just starting over. It's like you're being given another opportunity, but technically that opportunity requires you to start over. And starting over can sometimes be the hardest thing to do because you're having to relearn everything. For example, I lost my ballet teacher. Not lost, sorry, I shouldn't put it like that. She didn't die or anything. She quit last summer. And so because of other things happening in my life, I wasn't able to find a new ballet studio. And I just restarted ballet. I've been to 2 classes so far, and it's like my body doesn't even know how to dance anymore. And it has been singularly frustrating. And it's not just, that's not the only area of my life where I'm starting over. And so I've just been experiencing a lot of frustration, a lot of sadness, sometimes even anger, because it's just hard. It's hard to do things the second time around when you didn't get a chance to finish through no fault of your own. Being asked to start over, relearn everything. It's like, man, ballet is already difficult, you know? Like when you dance ballet as an adult, you see why they start those kids at age 5. It is not a natural thing for your body to do. And so now having to do it, start over again, it just feels, I don't want to use the word unfair, but it feels like a burden. The joy is not there anymore. But because you want to accomplish the dream and because you feel like it's something God is calling you to, you just have to do it. I don't know, but I'm in a season where I'm just enduring and swallowing a lot of disappointment. Starting over is hard. That's just all. It's hard. Oops. I feel like this might be weird. I wonder if it would be worth it to remove it, bring this closer, and then maybe shade this part out. So I'm gonna start gluing it down before I change my mind, because I'm notorious for not knowing when to stop, and I'm working on being more discerning with my art and just getting a feel for when it's good enough. So this part that says, I feel alive being a beginner again, that's a lie. I don't. Being a beginner again, I feel exhausted. I feel like, even though they say delay is not a denial, and I believe that truly, I just don't want to do the work of starting over, even though I am making myself do it. So I thought about cutting out the alive and putting like. I feel like being, or I feel like a beginner again, calling out alive and being. But I'm just gonna keep it because, you know, even if you don't feel it, you speak it in faith until you get there, right? At least that's the tactic I'm going for. So we're gonna post this as is, and we're gonna hope that as we continue to move forward and start over again, that we will feel alive at some point. So there's that. This is, whoops, I think I glued two pieces together. Let's just clean up this edge here. And all right, I can hold my love of life and my artistry, and I can also hold the brutality and the sadness, exactly how I feel. All right, we're done. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another art journal page. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi everyone, long time no see. I just finished the art journal that you guys just saw. I felt like I was a bit all over the place. I hope the sentiment that I was intending to express was clearly expressed. And it's just this idea that starting over is hard. Even if you love the life that you're trying to create, or you're excited by it and you love your artistry, there's still sadness that comes with starting over, because usually the second time around things are harder. And my prayer for myself is the last thing I express in the art journal, which is to feel alive being a beginner again, instead of feeling like this acute disappointment or that I'm behind. As I mentioned, I do firmly believe that a delay is not a denial, but I am definitely going through my feels at this time of the not so exciting parts of starting over. And if you resonate, I would love to hear your thoughts below. Thank you so much for joining me on this art journal, and I'll see you on the next one.